Oh man, you guys know I'm on the road pretty often and going to different places, and it all reminded me of getting to the wrong destination. And one of my classic moments was when I was in residency in Bellevue after a particularly long and heavy trip. I actually had a episode where I fell asleep on the train, and falling asleep on the train, when I woke up, it was at the last stop. So I'd gone all the way out to Coney Island, and I was already exhausted and had a pretty hefty trip to get all the way back to 7th Avenue, which was my regular stop. But I woke up and figured out what the heck was going on, and then I went on with my journey. And it makes me think about our destinations and the way we go places now. We often kind of hop in a ride, hop in our car, and get the GPS going and get to where we're going. And, you know, the GPS is pretty good a lot of the time, but sometimes it's just plain old wrong. I know that, you know, back in the days, I would have my maps handy. I have maps at home, maps in my car. And that way, if I needed to get to somewhere, especially I didn't know where I'm going, I take little notes and go along my way. And that worked out okay, but it was tedious.
Turn left after 600 feet.
As I continued to, get into the internet, you figure out there's things like MapQuest where you can print out your directions and all these things. Until now, we're at the point where we have a GPS everywhere we go. So some people have them in their car. Some people have them on their phone, and it keeps you connected to the roads. But say there's a new construction project or sinkhole opened up on a street.
Your destination on the right-hand side after 2 miles.
That may not help you. And in fact, maybe something like a storm may come along and take you off path. And these types of things usually are viewed as a nuisance or an inconvenience because it may take you a little bit longer to get to where you were trying to go because we're all busy. We're all in a hurry. However, you look at these things and, hold on, my favorite song is on. Let me get that going. There we go. So, now that I'm really rolling, but you get to that place and you said, okay, well, I finally made it to that destination. But sometimes things in life happen that throw you off course. And this can happen in life. This can happen in career. And it's really up to you to make the best of the situation. Because when you think about what's really going on in your life, in your career, there are things that are extremely important. Your family, friends, all your close people, your faith, all of those things are important in your life. But there are some things that aren't so important. So at the end of the day, you might be 15 minutes late to that meeting because that sinkhole opened up in the middle of your route, or a storm completely pushes you off course and you get, delayed a couple of days if you're flying through the airport. But look at the important things in life, because when you sit back and you think about your trip to that destination, maybe you were supposed to go off course. Maybe there's someone else you're supposed to help along that journey. And it, as discouraging as it is, or as difficult as it is, or as painful as it is to perhaps lose your job, perhaps lose your direction, perhaps lose exactly where you're going or where you thought you were going, it really may be the right thing for you. And I know when my job changed and my career changed, I thought it was coming to the end of the world, and I had no idea. But it was only so I could serve so many more people that needed me in a different way than I had been serving people before. So I want all of you guys to be thinking about that as you're taking your drive somewhere, as you're taking your route somewhere, as you're planning your route. Sometimes the best laid plans in the maps or in your GPS aren't the best laid plans in reality. And sometimes you get pushed off course, and that's only to make you achieve bigger and better things. So I wanted you guys to think about that as I was driving around. I'm continuing in the tradition of NaPodMoPo, National Podcasting Month, and you know I'm trying to give you new episodes every single day. And if a thought pops into my head, wherever I am, I'm going to record this episode and make sure that you guys get it. So the words that are coming to my head and the ideas that are coming to me actually make me think that I'll be a little bit closer and helping you or someone you know. So remember, fire starters, if any of you guys have been dissed out there, this is the show for you guys to listen to. So continue to listen to that. And you know I've been running this promo for the special live event, which is the Career Restart webinar. That will be happening very, very soon. So make sure you go to restartwebinar.com. That's restartwebinar.com. And we'll get you signed up, and we'll be able to get 5 additional strategies to restart and refresh your career. So thank you guys for tuning in all of this month. I know it's a lot of material and content, but I want to deliver it to you because some things get put on my heart and I have to give them to you. So until then, I'll see you next time.
You will arrive at your destination.
Licensed to live. No matter how disheartening the moment of accusation sounds, how deep the pain of immobilization stabs, or how bleak your future looks, no one can take away your license to live. Keep Dr. Jarrett's expertise handy and unlock your future. Go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or another podcast player and subscribe right now to Licensed to Live. See you next time.